Hi, Jasen Rice with Lotpop. We just got done with a 5-video series going over 5 things that you have total control of to help improve your used car operations. There's 2 things that I hinted that you thought might be on this list, or I might think should be on this list but weren't, and we'll cover that in this video now. Hey, we just went over a 5-video series where we went over 5 things that you have total control of to improve your used car operation. Give you a little quick recap. We covered what percentage you're selling by age, what percentage of our solds are by age buckets. We went over knowing your SRPs and knowing your VDPs. Went over last price change, make sure we're addressing cars that we haven't touched in a few weeks. We also went over doing your virtual lot walk and making sure that the cars are standing tall. And the last thing we went over was how fast are we getting them online. I was hinting to 2 things that probably should be on this list, but I didn't, because you don't have total control over. Those aren't things that you can go in on a daily basis and fix. And one of them is appraisals. Appraisals obviously affect our used car inventory. Obviously it affects how our gross is, how our inventory sits, but we can't control it. We can't go in that day and say, hey, I want to do 10 appraisals today and take in 5. We just can't control our appraisals. We also can't control what we are appraising. We can't say, hey, I want some good moving cars coming in today and I'm going to step up on them. So yes, appraisals are very important. One of the things that you have to get better at, increase that closing percentage on appraisals. But again, I just wanted to cover things that you have total control of. The second thing not on that list that is very important is stocking the right cars, going to the auction, seeking them out from private sellers, having the right inventory mix. But again, it's not a lot of our control. We can take a shopping list of 2,000 cars running to the auction, narrow it down to 50 or 100 cars we want to go there and buy, have a strategic game plan put in place of what bids and that we're willing to do. But those cars sometimes slip out from underneath our hands because the bidding's too high and we lose them. And sometimes we come home empty-handed, or we just buy what we can get for the sale because we need 10 cars, so we buy 10 late model program cars. So we don't sometimes have a total control what we stock. And those things are very important, should be on your checklist as far as things that you do improve at your dealership, but again, you don't have total control of it. I hope that helps, and I'll have more tips and videos on how to improve appraisals, how to stock right, but again, I don't think it's something that you could control like those other 5 tips that if you grind those down on a daily basis, those will improve your gross and profit and volume. Thanks.